What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572. Return a chance. Today is February 18th, 2025. We're going to hop on and do a market watch. Today, we're going to be starting off with, of course, the Blue Eye Structure Deck. It did release last week, so we're going to see how prices have adjusted, calmed down over the weekend. I'm sorry for the mess back there. I just did laundry, and I moved around a couple stuff, so I got to put that away once I'm done with this and get back to work. But we're going to start off with the quarter century secret rares. Of course, we know that these are kind of hard to pull. I've heard people say that per case you get maybe like one or two of these. Let's see what they're selling at right now. We have Maiden of White at 155, 160, 165, 167, 167, 168, heading up to 170 on the first page. Then we have Wishes for Eyes of Blue. There's 3/4 centuries that you could get in this structure deck. 22 listings for Wishes for Eyes of Blue. We have this sitting at 140, 140, 140, 142, 144, so about 140 to 145 ish. And then we have Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, which I think is like a 1 or 2 up in the strategy. It is at 134, 136, 136, 137, 137, heading up to the $140 mark. Let me know how you guys feel about these prices. Do you see them going up or coming back or coming down? I can't say coming back down because they were never down, but I think they were on pre-sale. These were selling for like $50-ish, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. We have sales at 70. I could have sworn these were selling for like around $50-ish or $60-ish. Yeah, they were selling like under 100. Okay, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Yeah, we have some $50 sales. So they were down. I guess people were expecting to pull like one of these per structure deck or per display case or whatever. But yeah, I heard it's only 1 per case, 2 per case, something like that. We have Infinite Permanence from the set around like $3-ish. We have Ash Blossom sitting around like $2-ish. We have Maiden of White around $2. Wishes for Eyes of Blue at $1. Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon at $1. We have some Nibiru's in there. It looks like this structure deck is actually packed with a lot of hand tracks. It's really good. We have Called by the Grave in there. We have a lot of stuff. We have True Light. We have, let's see, what else do we have in a structure deck that's pretty good. There's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good hand traps. Let me know if you guys were able to secure yourself a structure deck. I still haven't. I don't really need anything from it, but I might just buy it because I collect like the structure decks and stuff, and like to have them there just in case, you know, one dual night we just decide to play with structure decks or starter decks or stuff like that. Come with Mausoleum as a white, which is good. I know the ultra rare for that's pretty high in price. We took a look at it last week, and let's see what else is in here. Yeah, just a lot of Blue Eyes card. Oh, it looks like there's some misprints. Unlimited misprint. True Light Unlimited misprint. Looks like we have some misprints going on from the structure deck. I need to take a look at those. Maybe we'll take a look at it on our next market watch, because I don't see any pictures for this, but it looks like a lot of these have misprints. Moving on though, from the Blue Eye Structure deck, let's take a look at Primite Lure, which is actually something we've continuously been taking a look at. You guys are probably getting bored of it, but it is at 43 listings now, making its way past the $80 mark, which was what it was at a couple weeks ago when we took a look at it. Now hitting the $90 price point, $90, and I think I seen a couple regionals over the weekend with Blue Eyes topping. So yeah, it makes sense why this card is going up. Of course, if you want to play the deck comparatively, Primite Lord is one of the engines. The Primite engine is one of the engines you must have in order to be able to compete, unless you're a really good player and could you know, do something without this. But yeah, Primite Lord is going to help give the Blue Eyes that boost. We have Metatronus, which is also continuing to go up in price, now hitting the $9 mark, $9.22, $8.07, $8.47, going up to $9.99 on the first page. This is a card that a couple months ago was sitting around like $1, now a $9 card. So definitely, if you opened up some Legacy of Destruction, you might want to go dig through bulk and see if you guys have this card. It was a super rare, so you guys might have it in bulk. Could get a reprint later on though, in the either this year's tins or The Core Century Bonanza set. Another card that continuously is going up in price. This is a card that's played in Blue Eyes. We have Stardust Cipher Divine Dragon. 8 listings for the Shining Victories version, sitting at $31.99, cheapest listing. Then we have the 2017 Megaton versions at 16 listings. This is a card that a couple months ago was sitting at like $3-ish, now pushing up to the $30 mark. That's crazy to see a card move that much. Definitely needs a reprint. Hopefully, I think we're getting an OTS pack pretty soon this month. I'm not sure what's going to be in it, but hopefully maybe we get like a common or super rare version of this in it. That way this card could come down in price, because I know Blue Eyes players need it. Black Goat's Laugh continues to go up in price. We spoke about this also on our past market watch at $32-ish, above the $30 mark right now. $29 with tax, like $30-ish. It's a card that's being used, I know, in White Forest, and White Forest has done pretty good for itself. What engine has it been using? I think it uses like the Fiendsmith engine, White Forest Fiendsmith or something like that. I've seen top that regionals. But yeah, they used Black Goat's Laugh, and Black Goat's Laugh is a really good card if you could play it right. It says you could banish this card from your graveyard and declare one monster card name. This turn, either player can activate the effects of monsters on the field with that original name. So it's a negate right there, and then it has its own effect, declare a monster card name. This turn, either player could special summon a monster with the original name except from the graveyard. So it's kind of like a little floodgate too. So has two good effects. This is a card that was around like I think $10 when I picked it up. $10-ish. Where is it at? I picked it up on release around like $10-ish. But yeah, it's been going up continuously and now hitting the $30 mark. From Phantom Nightmare to Secret Rare. We have next Cosmic Blazar Dragon. I know this card has different copies available, so let's take a look at all of those. And this card has been going up because people have been thinking about teching it in Blue Eyes instead of using the the Stardust Cipher Dragon. Just another option you guys could probably go into. We have the Ultra Rares from Duelist Saga at 17 listings. These are at $10. And then we have $12, $15, $16, pushing up to $17.97 on the first page. It might be worth looking into picking up the Core Century Secret, because if the Ultra Rares are going that high up, I'm pretty sure these could go up even higher next, since it's technically the higher rarity. These were sitting around like $4-ish. Right now we have it pushing up to $3, $4.26, $5.36, $4.15, $5.49, $4.56, and then $4.46. So like around $5-ish. We do have some big walls right here with Gamer's Choice with 941 copies available, and we have Troll and Toad with 99 copies available. So it's gonna take a little while to for that wall to break, that $5 price point wall to break. But I mean, I would rather pick up a Core Century than an Ultra, since it's technically a higher rarity. Let me know how you guys feel about that. We also have comments for my budget players. If you guys don't want to spend money on the Core Century or the Ultra Rares, comments are available to you guys for under $1. That's if you do want to play that version of Blue Eyes. We have Buster Whelp of Destruction Swordsman, also another card we took a look at a couple weeks ago. This card has gone even higher in price. 25 listings available. $14.49, $14.95, $14.95, $15.96, $15, $16, and then $16.97. I remember this card being around like $6-7-ish when we took a look at it a couple weeks ago. Now pushing up to $15-ish. It says when this card is under summon, you can add one Destruction Sword card from your deck to your hand, except Buster Whelp of Destruction Swordsman. I think I have here the card they add. I think it's Destruction Sword of Memories or something like that. We'll take a look at it in a bit, but it adds you that. Obedient Schooled with the new archetype. I think it's called Yummy Archetype, if I'm not mistaken. That's coming out later on this year. This card is able to be used in that strategy. It says if you control no monster, special summon 3 level 2 or lower beast type effect monster with different names from your deck. Their effects are negated and they are destroyed during the end phase. If you activate this card, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except beast type monsters. So yeah, this card is actually pushing up a little bit higher. It's at 74 listings, right? We have this at $148, $148, $2, $2, $210, $220, $220, $221. I was actually able to sell a couple during the hype at like $5-ish, but it looks like they've come back down. They are higher than what they were before the announcement of the new archetype. They were at like 63-ish cents, 50 cents. Now at $1 or $2. But yeah, they have come back down from the hype that it was at. Bysteel Baldrake, another card we've been looking at. Looks like it's still continuing to go up in price. 48 listings, 394, 395, 420, 475, 475, 45, 49, and 489. This is a card that was sitting under $1, I believe, a couple, I guess, months ago. That's because no one has been playing it, but Malice seems to like to play this card. And so, yeah, it looks like this is another name you could use to interrupt like Fiendsmith plays. I guess Malice could use it to banish their cards in a graveyard as well. And so, since it's being used, more people are picking it up. But you don't have to go after the ultra rare. You could pick up the common version from the Photon Hypernova set, which is under $1. Next up, we have Celsi Raiju Misfas, which is going down in price actually. I thought it was going to go up, but it came back down. Right now it's at 260, 340, 359, 360, 360, 365, 370, and 260 right here at the bottom of the first page. I think this is a good time to pick it up. It looks like the hype quote down for this card. We did have some more Raiju support announced in the, I think it was the Alliance Insight set. And so it did get hyped up for a little while. It hit the $7 price point, but it's back down, so I think it's a good time to pick it up. I'm pretty sure it'll go back up once we get closer to the release of Alliance Insight and that new Raiju support. Oh, damn. I know we had a card in here I was supposed to talk about. Okay, can we undo that? We'll go back to it if I remember what it is. King Sarcophagus. Looks like this card is above its market price. We have market price $479, but we have our lowest listing at $508. Then we have $509, $525, and then $405 right here at the bottom of the first page. That's basically $5 something with shipping included. I think this card, or this engine, is going to be sought after once we get the support for Orcus. Because Orcus is one of those decks that has been doing good in the OCG. So, and then I know they used a Horus engine to be able to like dump stuff into their graveyard. So this might be something you might want to look into picking up. Currently at $5-ish, but I think this could be like a $10 card. I already got a reprint in 25th anniversary 10, so I doubt it's going to get a reprint anywhere else. Let's take a look at Horus cards. Horus. Let's take a look at M-City since that's the most expensive one. M-City, 47 listings, 51 listings, sitting around like maybe like $25-ish, we'll call it. So not a bad pickup. I highly see these going up later on if the Orcus deck does do good with the new support that's coming out. Swordssoul Emergence, I wanted to take a look at. We did just get Tenny support, and I want to see if maybe that Swordssoul Tenny version is gonna be doing something in the format. Maybe people are looking into playing them again like that. Ultra rares for Magnificent Mavens at 67 listings. Looks like it has been going up. It was sitting around like $4-ish back in December. Now we have it at $495, $560, $565, $568, $590. That's for the reprint version from Magnificent Mavens. And we have Burst of Destiny Ultra Rares at 54 listings. These have also continued to go up in price. We're at $3-ish back in December. Now hitting $5.99, $6, $603, $623, $627, and $649. So something just to look into in case you're wondering if Swordssoul stuff is going up. It has been going up. Silhouette Rabbit. I've seen this card see less play. It used to be one of those cards I've seen in like a lot of builds, but recently I haven't been seeing it too much. 32 listings, and that's because Brizio and Malice are dominating the format, and they don't really go into this, but it could be one of those pickups that you might want to look into. $63.99, $64.82, $64.84, $64.97, $65, and then $65 right here with shipping as well. This is a card that I remember selling back when it first came out around $180-ish. Well, my brother sold it for like around $180-ish, and that's how much it was selling for. It's crazy to see it drop so much in price. Right? It was $180 at one point. It was. I remember because my brother sold it for $180 something or $160 something. One of those two. But yes, it's crazy to see it drop so much in price. And I think it's one of those cards that could come back into the format later on, especially since we're getting some more Argo Star support, I believe. And this could maybe help you get those continuous traps onto the field and get play started. Who knows? Gravekeeper's Encryption, I wanted to take a look at because I noticed it was low on listings for its Prismatic Secret Rare from 25th Anniversary Tint. We have it currently, we had it sitting at 78 cents, but right now we have it at $3.50, $42, $5, $3.95, and $4.49 on the first page. If you guys could know why it's maybe going up in price, it says neither player could activate cards, effects, in the graveyards. Neither player could banish cards from the graveyard. Neither players can special summon monsters from the graveyard. So maybe people are looking at this as a tech to go against Malice, because unless they draw the shifter, then they'll have to find a way to banish cards from the graveyard, banish their Malice monsters from the graveyard with the buy steals or something. So yeah, maybe it could put a stop to them. Let me know down below what this is being used for. We have the original version from Photon Hypernova. It's a secret rare with 40 listings. Was sitting around 76 cents, but also going up in price. $4.99, $5.95, $6.29, $6.49 on the first page. Honestly, I'm not really a fan of this card. I used to really like to try to tech it and get fancy with it, but unless you draw into it, it's kind of, I guess, useless, because even if you have like triple tactics thrust, you can't activate it because it says at the start of your main phase 1 apply the following effects. So you have to activate this at the start of your main phase. It has to be the first card you start with. You can't just add it and then, you know, play it. So that's why I feel like it's not gonna be one of those techs that's gonna take off. I could be wrong though, but that's just my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about Gravekeeper's Inscription. I'm just telling you guys my experience. Nightmare Griffin, I've noticed my brother playing Malice and using this card. So I want to take a look at it. Also, people used to use this to go into like Fiendsmith plays as well. 36 listings for the ultra rare from 2019 Ghost Sarcophagus Tint. Looks like it's above market price at $3.24. We have this currently at $3.25, $3.89, $3.89, pushing up to that $4 price point. It looks like, yeah, it has been consistently going up. We have secret rares at 34 listings. These have also started to go up a little bit. Actually, these have started to come down. They went up and now are starting to come down. So we had this at a high of $22. Now we have this at $11.95, $14.25, which is actually still kind of high because I remember these being super cheap. $14.96, $15, $15 on the first page. Let me know how you guys feel about Nightmare Griffin. If you guys think it's going to continue to go up in price or come back down. It's one of those cards I feel like could be in the Quarter Century Bonanza set. Exo Sister Martha, Starlight Rare. We did get announced some tactical trade decks. I think it's going to be Rescue Ace and Exo Sisters, and people expect them to get some support in those tactical trade decks. So we'll see what happens. 22 listings right now at $60, $19, $60, $20, $25, $65, $72, and then $80 at the bottom of the first page. Could this card go up? Maybe. Could it go down? Maybe also. I'm not really sure how I feel. I did buy into some, what is it? I bought into some Magnificas, not the Starlight Rares. I bought some Core Century Secret Rares that I got for like $6-ish. And right now they're like, I think $14, $15-ish. So I plussed on that one. But Starlight Martha, I think this is a 3-of that you play in the strategy. It's one of those starters you want to see. I could see it maybe going up. But if they don't get support in the tactical trade decks, then it's going to probably come back down. Death Frog. I'm just bringing this one up because it's a common that's actually worth something. Cybernetic Revolution common versions, 50 listings, and it looks like this card is at, we have Lightly Played near mint, starting at $3.25, $3.49, $3.66, $3.97, $3.99, $4.61, $5.99. Maybe it's being used in some old version. Some older format. Because I don't see this being used in the current format. But yeah, it's at $3-4 for a common from Cybernetic Revolution. We also have commons from Dark Revelation Volume 4 at 12 listings. This card is currently at $4.45, $5, $5.70, and $6.41. So go check that bulk, see if maybe you guys have some Death Frogs. I need to go check that bulk and see if I have some. We have Fire King Island a couple weeks ago. We had Fire King's Take YCS Birmingham event. And so I guess it did spike a little bit. We didn't take a look at this card right after the event, but we're taking a look at it now. We're sitting around $2.50 right now, a $5 card, so basically doubled in price. I don't think we're going to be seeing too much Fire King in the format, though. We might see a couple players try to replicate what I think his name was Dinkabu did with Fire Kings, but it takes a lot of practice and skill to be able to top with like a deck that's not dominating the format. XL Synchro Stars Dragon Core Sentry Seeker I think might be a good pickup. This is just one that's I'm recommending maybe you guys look into and pick up. It used to have a lot of it used to be dominating, no, not dominating. It used to be used in a lot of decks to be able to go into like Baron de Fleur, but Baron de Fleur got hit, and then this card started to not see so much usage. But maybe that could change one day if there's ever like a level 10 synchro we can make with this somehow. So it might be a card that you could pick up early and then enjoy your winnings later on. Currently at 232, 234, 235, 244. We have Gamer's Choice over here with 1,116 copies at 248. So it is one of those long-term holds, but I definitely think this card could see some play one day. Let me know how you guys feel about XL Stardust Synchro Dragon. Deal Bolster the Black Witch. I think this was the one that just got announced a reprint, if I'm not mistaken. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it got announced a reprint. Alternative art printing and the Core Century art collection over in the OCG, which means we're probably going to get that alternative art later on too. So I could see this card dropping down in price. It's currently at 16 listings, under $17, $124, $126, $130, and then $150. So I would probably try to cash in on this as soon as I can before the alternative art version gets announced over here. Who knows? Maybe we'll get into the Core Century Bonanza set. But yeah, this is one of those cards I could see dropping down in price because of that alternative art printing. Alistair the Invoker. Looks like we have Alistair coming back into the meta, sort of. I've heard that you could play Alistair in Blue Eyes decks, and you could do like little plays with it where you could go into like Mecha and stuff. And so that's why it's getting looked at. We have 6 listings on the Secret Rare from Shadows of Valhalla. Looks like this one is at $12.45, $15, $20, $15.40, $16. I remember selling this card a couple months ago for like I think $3-4, and now it's taking off. Yeah, it was around like $5-ish. Now it's taking off. We have the other version as well. We have alternative art versions, premium gold rare. These are at 20 listings, so it looks like people are picking up Alistairs, whatever version they could get. These were sitting at $1. Right now we have it going up to $6.30, $5.89, $6, $7, $5.86, $7. So go check that bulk. I definitely know I have a good amount of these somewhere in my bulk binders because I did open up a lot of maximum gold, so it's time to get rid of those. We have Fusion Enforcers super rares at 8 listings. These are at $10.50. What? We have $51.99 for this? Oh, please tell me I have a super rare somewhere. Are these selling for $50? There's no way these are selling for $50. Okay, we don't have sales at $50, but we have $6, $9, $11, $11, $12. Okay, so no sales at that $50 price point, but we have one at $10.50, $15.50, and once that's gone, we hit $51.99. That is crazy. I don't have any filters, right? No, I don't have any filter on that. That is crazy. Go check that bulk for your Alistairs. And anything else in the Alistair department we should be looking at? No, we should probably take a look at Invocation though. Invocation is another one we want to take a look at, and we're gonna take a look at Mechaba too. Invocation Ultimate Rares, technically the highest rarity at $29.38. It looks like 30 listings. Actually, no, we have 34.37, 34.99, 35.74. So not too crazy in prices. It looks like this has been steadily around $34. So Alistair is the only one that's been going up. Fusion Enforcers, Secret Rares at 89 listings. Looks like they're $4 to $5-ish. Secret Rare from Battles of Legend Armageddon, $4-ish. Super Rares from Shadows of Valhalla around $1. Alternative arts around $2. Then we have maximum gold versions at 50 cents. So something invocation you don't have to worry about too much. It's Alistair, the one that's going up in price. And let's take a look at Mechaba. I know Mechaba was going up too. Mechaba Fusion Enforcer versions. It looks like we have a market price of $6 for them. We have prismatic secret rares, alternative art around $2 to $3, and then we have some super rare and premium gold versions also available to you guys, so you guys don't have to rush over to get one of these. But it looks like Alistair is the one that is going up, and like I said, I've heard that there's like blue eyes plays you could do with this and go into a Mechaba to get in the gate out, and then go into like the Link 1 and something. I'm not sure. That's just what I've been hearing. Let me know how you guys feel about Alistair. Another card that I think might be worth looking into picking up is Branded Opening, the Core Century Secret. Although, now that I think about it, a lot of branded stuff has been getting like alternative art. Like I know Fallen of Albas is getting an alternative art version. I think Cartesia or something is getting the alternative art. So take this info with a grain of salt. But Branded Opening currently at $6.65, $5.77, $6, $6.57, $7.57, $6.31, $6.51, and then $6.51. Core Century Secret is the highest rarity, and I think this is a card that you play as a 3 of in a strategy. So in my opinion, I think it's a good pickup. I think it has a chance of going up even higher in price. Who knows? Maybe Branded could get its Branded Fusion to 2 or 3. Later on. They haven't been doing too much in the format, so they might free Branded Fusions off the limited list. Galaxy Eye Cypher X Dragon is a tech that people have been talking about for Ryuji to make sure that the Ryuji ritual is able to come out. This card is at 26 listings, currently at $5.63, $6.02, $5, $5.99, $6, $5.28, and $5.30, $5.64. There's actually a combo that I'm gonna show you guys later on once I get my deck for the Los Angeles Regionals up and going. There is a little 1-card combo that you could do with this to be able to like build a board with just like Ryuji Rising or the Ryuji Ritual. But yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, Galaxy Eye Cypher X Dragon is starting to go low on listings. Photon Delta Wing. This one, I am not sure why it's going up in price, but it says if this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 Photon Delta Wing from your hand or deck in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except light monsters. So this card was sitting around like $4-ish, $3-ish back in December. Now at 25 listings, $11.45, $13.99, $14, $13.20, $14.90, $14.90, $14.98 on the first page. Only has 1 printing from Maze of Millennia. So if you guys have any more info on Photon Delta Wing, let me know down below, because I would really like to hear why this card is going up in price. Number 4 Stealth Kraken. This is one I brought up before a couple months ago. 78 listings, currently at $169, $174, $175, $190, $195. $2, $2.36. This is a card that I think I picked up for like around 30 cents when it first came out, but it's now starting to be worth $2. That's why it caught my attention. I know there's a couple like shark decks that I could go into this, and shark decks have been actually doing not too bad. Mermeal's the water deck that has been dominating right now, but sharks have been showing up every now and then, so maybe that could take off later on and this card could see some more play. $2, not a bad pickup. I don't think it's going to get a reprint anytime soon. Mermeal King, Net Abyss. This is a Core Century Secret version. It's going low on listings, 13 listings on the market. We had this card sitting around like 20-ish. Looks like we still have a couple copies around 22, 22.38, 22.98, 22.99. But after that, we go up to 25.72, and then they start hitting $30 mark, and then $50 on the first page. Like I said, Mermeals are one of those water decks that are doing good in the format, and have been able to compete in the meta. So maybe that's why it's being looked at, and people are picking this card up. Next up, we have Deep Sea Prima Donna. I forgot what this card was being used for before, but we have commons available for my budget players if you guys just need a deep sea prima donna to have access to. And then we have the ones for Eternity Code, ultra rares at 14 listings. We're at $1.61. I know a couple months ago sometime last year, they were hyped up, but I forgot for what deck. Is it for Crystron? I don't think it's for Crystron. It might be using like Murmios or something. Again, I don't know all the information. That's why I'm here, and you guys have you guys to help me out. We help each other out to look at cards on the market. 14 listings. We have it at 469, 494, 495, 497, 499, 468, and then 472 on the first page. So it's back up in price. If you guys have info on why this card is going up or what deck is using it, let me know down below so I could get my information. Destruction Sword Memories. This is the card that could be added with, I believe, the where are you at? Belm? Is it Belm? I think that was the name. Buster Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman. It says when this card is number 7, you can add one Destruction Sword card from your deck to your hand. So I believe this is a card that's being added to the hand. It says discard one Destruction Sword card, special summon one Buster Blader monster from your deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Fusion summon one Buster Blader Dragon Destroyer Swordsman from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from the graveyard. This is a card that was selling around $250 a couple weeks ago. About a month ago. Now at 4 listings, new high price point at $10, $903, and then $865 on the first page. And we're going to be taking a look at a couple other Buster Blader cards before we get to our last card, because it looks like these are also starting to go up in price. Might as well get the information now, right? We have another Buster Blader card right here. Destruction Swordman card here. It says send one Destruction Sword card and one Buster Blader monster from your deck to your graveyard, except prologue the Destruction Swordsman. Special summon one Buster Dragon from your extra deck or graveyard, but destroy it during the end phase of the next turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard. This turn, Destruction Sword card you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You can activate one prologue of Destruction Swordsman per turn. Was sitting around 75 cents. Go check that below because this card is now at $3.98, $4 on the first page. Let's take a look at. Is this a lock you could do with it? I think. Where's Whelp? Where is Whelp? Sorry, you guys, I'm not organized. Does Whelp have the effect to lock? Is that why? You can only use the effects of Buster Blader once per turn. You contribute this card by summon Buster Blader from your hand or graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard and you control a Buster Blader, you can discard one Destruction Sword card, special summon this card. Huh. So maybe there's a where's a monster this card could be used to summon? The trap card. Let's take a look at Buster Blader Destruction Swordman. Cause I want to see what it does. Cause it has to be good for it to make these other cards go up. Buster Blade Destruction Swordsman. Looks like this one's above market price. Looks like we have comments from Structured Deck Yugi being worth above $1 only at 22 listings. We have rare, some maximum gold. Definitely want to go take a look at those if you guys maybe open up maximum gold at $2.30. And then these secret rares, but let's take a look at what it does. Must be used in some, cannot be special summoned in other ways. This card can attack directly. This card gains 1,000 attack and defense for each dragon type monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. Change all dragon type monster your opponent controls into defense position. Also, dragon monster your opponent possesses cannot activate their effects. Okay, I could see why this card is being used. So it's being used to go against Blue Eyes, right? Was sitting at $5.60. But right now we have it going to $7.50, $8.66, $9.94, $8.70, $9.50, and $9. So that's why it's going up in price. And let's take a look at Buster Dragon, the last one from Buster Dragon, the other one that the other trap card summons. Looks like Buster Dragon is also going up in price and low on listings. We have Ghosts from the Past version at 12 listings. We have Breakers of Shadows versions, ultra rares at 19 listings. Breakers of Shadow versions look like they're sitting at $5-ish, $6.50, $7.50, $9.35, $9.99, $10 on the first page. And then we have the reprint from Ghosts of the Past. I think these are also $4.50, $6.49, $6.99, $6.49, heading up to the $7 price point. So definitely go check that book if you opened up some Ghosts from the Past. I definitely have some homework to do and have to go dig through that book and see if I have any of these. But last card on today's market watch and be Grand Horn of Heaven, and I have my friend on Instagram, Jay Breezy, to shout out for this card because he noticed that the Gold Secret Rare is at 22 listings, which is really low. I guess technically it's the highest rarity, but we're going to take a look and see what it does and why it might be going up. Grand Horn of Heaven, during your opponent's main phase, when they would special summon a monster, negate the summon, and if you do, you destroy that monster, then your opponent draws one card, then end the main phase. Okay, that's actually not bad. During your opponent's main phase, when they would special summon a monster, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster. Okay, that's good. Then your opponent draws one card. Okay, you give them a card, then end the main phase. Okay, so they go into battle phase, right? They're forced to go into like battle phase, and then they have to go into main phase 2 again to be able to do some more special summon. Okay, not a bad little tech. Because if you like, I guess if you negate the summon of like one of the Ryzios or a Malice monster, then they have to go into battle phase and then go into phase 2. So they can't game you that turn. They have to build their board in main phase 2. Not bad actually. Was at 83 cents and has been going up. Might be a tech you guys might want to look into. I never knew this card existed, but it doesn't sound that bad. You do give him a card, but you also save yourself for maybe a turn, right? Because you end the main phase. We have it at $1. We have one copy here at $1, which I might pick up. Then $1.49, $1.99 for heavily and damaged. Then we have 90 cents. Once these are gone, we go up to 90 cents right here, 83 cents, 1.99. So there's not too many on the market. Someone could easily come in and buy these cards out. And $4.35, $3.48. They go up to $5 after the couple listings on the first page are gone. So maybe something you might want to look into and pick up to tech. Grand Horn of Heaven, there are other versions available. Common versions, but this one's the highest rarity. I never knew that card existed, but it's actually not a bad effect. You get to end your opponent's main phase. Your opponent draws a card and end the main phase. So you save yourself maybe for a turn, because if they link into one monster, you negate that summon. They can't attack you with anything. It might be onto something. Might pick up. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch, though. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.